Hi, and welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and this is my review for a new movie called Nightcall. Let me know in the comments, have you even heard of this one? Are you going to check it out? Let's talk about whether it's worth your time. Let's jump in. This night is like all others for Maddie. Student by day, locksmith by night. But Claire, the enigmatic young girl he helps out that night, is not who she claims to be. Maddie has one night to prove his innocence in a city in turmoil. The backdrop for this movie is one night. It's also set in a where people are protesting because once again there's been police brutality. I know you're probably rolling your eyes because we've seen so many versions or stories of this of late, because it's a story that actually needs to be told, because it's a thing that keeps happening, and film and TV often reflect what society needs to see. It's a thing that's been done for many, many, many years. So the backdrop is that. Now we have our locksmith who finds himself in a position where he's blamed for something that he didn't do. And we have a sort of thrill ride chase scene building on this character. There are not many locations shot in this, but it's beautifully lit. The night scenes are vibrant, they're gritty, and we have some really great action, but it's like really believable. This is not John Wick, there's no gun fu, it's just fighting to survive. And when we do get it, even though these aren't like, hand-to-hand combat, this is like throwing a table and a chair and, fighting for your very life. It means that you need to do whatever you need to do to survive. And there's a lot of running and chasing, and then there's a lot of shouting and screaming. In between all of that, we're building the understanding of who our characters are. As a couple of more protagonists are revealed to be a part of the story, the wider story is interesting, but it's quite a contained, simple story, which I like. This film knows exactly what it is. It's an A to B, find the thing that's missing or you die. And the people involved are part of that bigger story, and everybody acts really well. The film is contained mostly. I think it's somewhat long and could have been shaved down. There are moments when this film stops and it's kind of reflecting on itself, and it starts to get that message of, still protesting. It starts to somewhat be a little bit preachy, and as it starts doing that, it pulls it back, thankfully, and we're back on the chase, or the bad guy chasing our protagonist, trying to help him survive. So we're rooting for this character. We've rooting for him from a brutal opening from the outset. It sets the pacing and the tone of what the bad guys are willing to do to get the stuff back that that's theirs. The bad guys are MacGuffin bad guys. You don't really care about them, and you don't really need to in this particular story. You just know that they're evil and they're willing to do a lot to you until they get what they want. And so the tension is there. The drive is there. As a one-time watch, I think this is a great thriller. Some good acting moments from actors I don't know much about. Jonathan Feltry, who plays Maddie Bella, is our protagonist, and we are with him for most of the film, and he carries the film well. You often feel for him, you are worried for him, and you don't know the outcome as you watch the story with him. There are a couple of others that we get to know a little bit. I would have liked to have known the character Claire a little bit more. I think it would have helped me care for what's going on for her somewhat, but that would have detracted from the main story of our character Maddie. Let me know in the comments below, have you heard of this film? I don't know that many have, but I thought this was a fantastic watch. Nice to see indie studios doing something that has been tried and tested, but has polished a script that makes it for a really fun, entertaining, thrilling ride that I think people might miss out unless reviewers like me actually talk about these indie films. So I hope you give this a go wherever it is. I know it's coming out soon. I'm going to give this 3.5 Nicolas Cage.
The Cat in the Hat.
Just let me know, what are your favorite type of indie thriller films, not with a huge budget, that are contained with actors that aren't really that well known? I'd love to know a few of them in the comments. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.